name is and I was part of the first group of cadets that worked here. It all started when I was 10, came out here for an air show. I've been going to air shows since I was 2, and I was like, I really want to work on these things. And then so I started talking to a bunch of the guys, and they're like, no, we have to be 13. So I was like, oh, great, I'm only 10. 3 years I gotta wait. This is gonna be fun. So 3 years went around, and finally decided, oh look, I can finally go work there. So 21 now, so I've been here for 7 years. Keeping strong, keep on going, keep on fighting through this. And obviously Joe was one of the first guys that I met, and he really kicked our butts and turned our butts around. And back then in this cadet program, we actually took tests, and we studied, and we did reports and everything, and I won't forget. I don't know if I didn't double check my answers or something, and I mistaked the T6 engine, and he pulled me aside and he yelled at me. He's like, come on. He's like, I know you know what this is. I'm just going to give it to you. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. And he's just been a major impact on my life. Like, he's actually one of the ones that kept me going here, and it won't be the same without him. It really won't. And every day he's not here, it's different. And he really was a great person, and he knew probably more than any of us knew in this room altogether. And I'm really sad that a lot of more younger generation kids can get to meet him, because he was such a great guy, and there's so much information to tell us all. And he had so many great stories. Sadly, I don't remember all of them. I just hope more and more younger generations come in here and learn from what we have left before it's too late. Thank you, guys.
My name is Tom Wilson, and I've been a member of the Wing since the early 90s. And what we've talked about Joe as the mechanic, I think of Joe as the teacher. I look around at the cadets that we have here. Joe was instrumental in starting that program to teach young people about aircraft, life. But one of the most vivid memories I have is when Lefty Gardner brought his P-38 in here, White Lightning, for some repairs on the rudder. And my late wife Sharon was out here, and every time she came out, Joe always had some little project for her. And I remember vividly, she was making a small little part for Lefty's airplane, and Joe was showing her, teaching her how to do it. And that's something that just has stuck in my memory, and I'd like to thank Joe for being the teacher.
Hello, my name is Gigi, and I have known Joe since 1977. And I just want to say thank you to Joe's team. I don't know Joe as a mechanic. I know Joe as a man that was loved by his family, loved in a way that made everything that everybody else knows about Joe happen. Nothing could be that everybody knows about Joe without the family. And the family's not one person. There was no head of the family except Joe. Everybody else was each other's team to take care of the family and Joe. And there's other people I'd like to say thank you to, but I don't know their names. But I want to say thank you to the people when Joe was not feeling well that brought him down to the hangar week after week, sometimes day after day, no matter what his demands were. And I want to say thank you to the people who took him to church on Sunday. I want to say thank you to the people who loved him and made him the person he is in everybody's hearts. The real mechanics are the people that love Joe.
I'm the first cadet that they were talking about, and I just want to clarify something. I don't think that the cadet program initially was created for the longevity of the commemorative Air Force. I think it was created so that they can cover the liability of young kids around here. As a young kid, I didn't know too much. I still don't know too much now. But I knew that if my father respected somebody, I better pay attention to who they were. And man taught me a lot of things. He and my dad together taught me how to use certain words properly, expressing my emotions to people. And the one story I'd like to share is, there's so many. Back when we had the old hangar, for those of you that can remember, behind the hangar, there was a bunch of grass that was really overgrown. And if you were a 13-year-old kid, it was about neck high. And we had there was a mechanic that was on the west end of our lean-to that was renting out a facility, and I know a lot of you remember Terry. And he and Joe used to have a colorful relationship. And being two mechanics, they competed a lot, and I remember realizing at such a young age that was kind of significant. Here were two men with the same craft, but only one of them I truly respected. And we had a BB gun. And I think my dad brought it out here to get rid of all the bird crap on all the airplanes. And I'll never forget, one morning I grabbed the BB gun and I started shooting at the roof, and the BBs were ricocheting all over the airplanes and everything that was in the bays. And I could hear the man at the west end of the hangar cussing, and he was very angry, and I didn't care. I kept shooting because I was shooting the gun. You know, I was 13 years old and I was having fun. And the two of them got in an argument, and it dawned on me that Joe was sticking up for me. And he was angry because there were BBs flying around, and he was trying to work, and I was a stupid 13-year-old kid shooting a BB gun in place of work around aircraft. And Joe walked away, and he came up to me and grabbed the BB gun and set it down, and he looked at me and he winked at me, and he gave me a pair of safety goggles. And I kept shooting them. Inside our headquarters, we had an old club, and I don't know who it was, but somebody used to frequently bring on Saturday mornings. They go to the day-old Antiman shop, and they bring in these stacks of sweets. And my dad used to tell me, "Don't touch them. We've already had breakfast." And I would wait till everybody left. And Joe would watch me steal the Antimans, and I would eat them. And he never told on me, and I'll miss him.